Hello there, Taylor with Armageddon Report. We have some strong tornadoes to talk about in the United States. Or I should say, we have some potentially strong tornadoes to talk about in the United States. But first, tropical cyclones all over the world, man. So we're out here in the Northwest Pacific. We've got Prapiroon, right, and Maria. Here are... which one is it? There we go. Here are the marine warnings in effect as per the JNA. So storm warnings out here, a whole bunch of gale warnings. I'm sure they're not all because of Prapiroon and Maria, but you know. So that's what's happening out there in that basin. We apparently also have an area of investor disturbance, 91 WP. However, there's no JTWC outlook bubble on it as of yet. So apparently it's not worthy enough for... It's not going to turn into anything anytime soonish, apparently. Then out here in the South Indian Basin, we have the thing that is currently dissipating. In fact, this is the final advisory as issued by the JTWC on the storm Anais. I never have figured out how to pronounce that name. It's a French word. French name, yes. Anyway, she is currently dissipating and is expected to be dissipated shortly. However, in fact, here is the satellite. So you can't even really, it doesn't even look like a classical storm structure anymore, does it? So whereas before she had that really well-defined eye, traditional things of when you think of big monster typhoons and tropical cyclones and hurricanes and stuff. Yes. So that is out there. I still have no idea what the land hazards are, but I can make a guess that maybe some dangerous surf conditions, possibly, but probably a lot of rainfall wherever she ends up dissipating. And then over in the Atlantica, we have apparently Rafael, who is going to be going all over the place. Yeah, doing another loop-to-loop. That seems to be a popular thing to do. However, let's see, Rafael headed forecast to become a powerful extratropical cyclone later today. As though I know what that means, but I think that means the NHC is actually going to stop monitoring it. I know post-tropical they definitely stop monitoring those storms, even if they're kind of out there. But yeah, so I don't know what that means. But let's take a look at the land hazards, if there are some. Just check on that right surf. So there's still dangerous surf conditions for Bermuda, Bermuda, I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that, Eastern Canada and portions of the United States East Coast. So still dangerous surf conditions for that. And then let's just pop on over to Tropical Depression Paul and check the land hazards on that. So viento, lluvia, and resaca, or a word like that, are what's going on with Paul. So Paul, yeah, probably going to be dissipating shortly. Let me see if I can find the official thing. Where is it? There it is. Dissipated. So turning into a post-tropical / remnant low soonish, and then expected to be completely dissipated at the 48-hour mark. So yes, did I cover everything? I think so. So right now, other than this area of disturbance, which doesn't officially have an outlook on it, right now there are no probability areas, right, for any of the basins. So it's only what you see right now, which is all 5 of the storms. Right, so now for tornado time. So here is let's first talk about what's in effect right now. Mesoscale discussion in effect for this area. Missouri and Illinois isolated. Marginally severe hail possible this afternoon. So watch unlikely, there's 5%. I think that's the lowest I've ever seen that. So that's just basically a heads up from the Storm Prediction Center saying, yeah, you might see some, but probably not. Yes, but today, so we've got 30% chance of winds, 15% chance of hail, and a 10% chance of a tornado with the additional chance that strong tornadoes, EF2 or greater on a scale from EF0 to EF5, those may occur. So to make this slightly easier to see, here is the general threat area today. Now we're going to take a look at the individual map probabilities. So this is the wind map. So this would be the probability of 58 miles per hour and greater winds. So it's high as a 30% chance today. And this is basically where the tornado threat is as well. 1 inch or larger hail is what this map is indicating, so as high as 15% chance today, and then the tornado map, so as high as a 10% chance today of a tornado at all, and then in the black hatched area is where EF2 or greater tornadoes, I mean, they could occur in any of these areas, but if they're going to occur at all, it's more likely than not that they would happen in the black hatched area. So this is very surprising to me, because generally, generally there's always been like I think, maybe I'm just completely making this up, but it seems like the strong tornado threat has always been accompanied by, like, the strong wind threat, or the significant wind, I should say. So as opposed to, with the wind thing, instead of it just being 58 miles per hour and greater, it's 75 miles per hour and greater. But yes, so this is where the core of the tornado threat is as of now. There will be another Outlook updated, whatever 2000 UTC is. You have to minus whatever. So East Coast is like -4 right now. Central is -5. That's, you do 20 minus whatever your number is. But so, sort of speaking of which, here is, based on the rapid refresh prediction, storm prediction model or whatnot, here is the predicted future radar. So what I wanted to look at this, so you can see kind of like, if this is how it's going to pan out, you know, this is just one model of many models and stuff. This, like, if this, let's go back to the tornado map. So if this is where the core of the threat is, and this pans out as it does, then probably right around 23, so 23 minus 5, what is that, 18, that'd be 6 o'clock in the evening. Please do the math at home, but I believe that would be 6 p.m. Central would be, if this model pans out, when the threat would be really starting to occur. So you can see, and then that's all it goes up to for right now. It kind of turns into a big QLCS, would you call that? Quasi-linear convective system. That huge thing. But yes, so today that is apparently where the core of the threat is for the strong tornadoes. So you should absolutely be paying attention today because, you know, a minor tornado, you know, might mess with your head, man. It might, you know, just ruffle some feathers, but a strong tornado, you know. You don't want to mess with that, basically. And then tomorrow, there's actually a threat as well. Let's make that easier to see. So they're on the East Coast. And here's the probability map, so a little bit bigger. And I didn't just, I just hinted for you. But day 3, right now only 5%, but it moves up there. But we'll talk about that when it gets closer, you know, then it's more certain, and then, yeah. So, severeweathertv.com is the official homepage of the screencast. WickedWix is WICKEDWX.com. Make sure you pay attention to the tornadoes today. Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. That's it for today. Enjoy your day.